Hi guys, welcome to Office Blokes React. I am Office Bloke Dave.
I'm Office Bloke Daz.
Collectively, we're two of the Office Blokes.
Yeah.
Office Bloke Mike, brown bread, innit?
Brown bread, innit?
There you go. He's not actually, he's just still off. He's feeling a bit lazy. Sun came out, got a little bit too burnt, didn't he? And,
well, vampire and all that. So, with the sun out, he has to...
That's true. Yeah, so has his vampirism got worse?
Yeah.
There you go. Right then, the 40 most ridiculous moments at amusement parks caught on camera.
40? I just took my grandson to the amusement park at weekend.
Oh yeah?
And he went on one of them inflatable slides.
Yeah.
And he's only 3. He got thrown off.
Did he?
Yeah. She told him to stop jumping because it's like an inflatable slide. His kids want to bounce, don't they?
Yeah, I told my kids to jump on it a couple of weeks ago.
So he sort of like bounces onto his backside
and then they
flips. Sort of like rolls down this steep slide sort of thing. And then the girl just went, just as he got to the bottom, she just opened the gate and he just got up and walked out and looked at her. And she went, I told him not to jump. He just come in, and I went back about 2 minutes later and she went, you can come back in, but you can't jump. Fucking back to the top, jumps again.
Yeah.
Straight back out. I'm like, mate, what are you doing? He's just like, burnt my arm.
Both of my kids were at the top of one literally 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I was going, jump! And they were like, what? Jump! And they both did it. Bounced like that. It was great. Well, let's find out anyway what the 40 most ridiculous moments at amusement parks caught on camera are, according to this person. Let's do it. I love videos of people passing out on them.
Oh, yes.
Hello, everyone. What could be better than spending a pleasant summer day at an amusement park or water park? Such places seem to be everywhere around the world and offer all kinds of fun rides for all ages. Here, however, sometimes very funny, curious, and sometimes shocking cases occur there. Some of them were even captured on camera, so you and I will be able to enjoy an interesting spectacle in full today. Are you ready? Then let's go!
What was that?
I think it was fake.
And now here is an attraction that requires human intervention to operate in semi-automatic mode. It all looks, of course, very strange and funny.
The word janky was invented because of that. That is the sketchiest thing I've ever seen.
At the same time.
Whoa! You just carry on. Get back to work.
I warn you right away, it's better not to repeat anything like this, otherwise the consequences can be very deplorable. In this huge frying pan, it is simply impossible to stay on your feet.
I hate spinning round now. More than 3 times on a ride and I'm done.
Looking at this guy on the attraction, moving very quickly with his feet, it immediately becomes clear what exactly his talent is. It's necessary to be so fast.
Pointless. This is tough.
Michael Flatley over there, isn't it?
And here's another crazy roller coaster ride. The girl even lost her wig from high speed, but a little later she was able to find it, fortunately.
I low-key want to get back on the ride. But
those eyelashes as well.
My eyelashes coming up.
Before you take a ride on any attraction, make sure that your height allows you to do it. Otherwise, there is a risk of catching your head on the structure, as happened with the hero of this video.
Was close out, wasn't it?
Yeah.
If you have problems with the vestibular apparatus, it's better not to repeat the mistakes of this guy who decided to ride the attraction. You risk also being in a blackout.
You're not living that one down, are you?
Looking at the following frames, it seems that one of the girls on this rather dangerous attraction periodically loses consciousness. Apparently, this is such an individual reaction to a surge of adrenaline.
Well,
I've seen loads of people do it.
my mate's holding her head up though.
And that's a good friend.
As they say,
I wouldn't
you're
be doing
not
that.
you when you're hungry. And this guy decided to fix the situation despite the unusual conditions in which he found himself. Such a water slide will help you to experience the feeling of animal fear. After all, it is very scary when, literally, the earth disappears from under your feet.
What's animal fear?
Here on such a bright miracle, you can also experience no less vivid
We've
emotions.
seen this one, haven't we?
This young man doesn't seem to be impressed by the roller coaster ride at all. He is completely indifferent to speed and people shouting around.
That strikes me as someone who's traveling the world, just going on roller coasters and pulling pan face on every single one.
Some of the activities at amusement parks are aimed at testing the sense of balance of its visitors. The task is to walk on the rope and throw the opponent into the water while holding himself. Judging by these frames, we can say with confidence that this is the most dangerous and scary attraction that you have only seen in your life.
That's not real.
Admit it. Would
No.
you take a ride? This guy looked so happy that one random pigeon decided to hug him, and even such a collision did not spoil the mood, and the young man continued to enjoy the trip.
His face is bleeding. It just winged him.
For a moment, it seemed that this girl in the video had found a way to tame.
Yeah, I knew you were heading that route.
I was just checking if it was a regulation bull or not. I'm
What she is, or what she's riding.
not going to answer that question.
a hot-tempered bull, but after a couple of seconds, he threw her off the saddle and showed who is the boss of the situation.
He's slowing it down.
Friends, it seems that this attraction resembles traditional jumping from a springboard into the water. That's just they are very unusual, and now you will see for yourself. Perhaps this will be the most sincere reaction from riding on the rides, and even though the girl doesn't make a sound, all the emotions are written on her face. Before getting on an extreme ride, make sure that your mobile phone does not fall out of your pocket. Or better yet, leave it to someone you know on Earth.
That must be such a big problem nowadays on rides.
It is unclear how the author of this video was shooting so calmly when his friend was clearly beside himself with panic and fear. Apparently, it is necessary to have an iron endurance.
What's the drop like though? Because that looks like it could be quite
It's quite
high
high
up.
there, doesn't it?
This is exactly what happens to passengers when a bus driver suddenly presses the brakes sharply in an emergency.
What a shit
Emotions
ride.
and feelings are exactly the same.
Used to be a boat ride like in Plashwick Park in Holland. It used to just jump off a ramp and then they tug it back with a fucking rope.
Really?
You used to put the kids on it. I took my grandson on the log, like the one with the log flume.
Yeah,
goes
yeah.
down. And I made the mistake. I should have sat behind the seat thing, but instead I sat on the same seat. And then when we went down, when we hit the water, I kind of jerked forward and his head bounced off the front of the the front of the car.
Yeah.
And he started kicking off. He was like, "Oh, what are you doing?" And I thought, I've hurt him, sort of thing. So I'm like, "You're all right, mate. There's no blood." And he went, "No, I don't want to get off. I want to go again." I'm like, "We got to get off."
I did that on bumper cars. I was sat with Phoebe, like Oscar had his own. I'm sat with Phoebe doing the pedals, and someone completely sideswiped us, and because I'm leaning over like that, elbowed her in the head. And it's one of them where she went from having loads of fun to being like,
I want to get off. Yeah.
and I was like, "Are you okay?" Yeah. And she just didn't enjoy the rest of it.
In the drink.
While you get to the pool with water on this long and colorful multi-lane slide, you will have to pass a series of tests in the form of small jumps and falls. The main thing is to raise your legs higher.
I'm
You
not
better
sure
go
it is.
head first down there, wouldn't you?
In this video, the guy's on an inflatable raft on a
Wow.
special slide, but in the middle of an obstacle, one of them gets into a difficult situation, and as they say, a friend in need is a friend indeed.
Leave him. He looks terrified, doesn't he?
Oh, and it was not lucky for this couple to ride safely on a water attraction, but as they
great,
say, the flight was normal.
That's definitely a DIY water attraction, isn't it?
Yeah.
And advice for the future. If your weight is a little
When
off
did
the
you go there,
scale,
Dave?
before jumping,
That's why I looked at you. I was waiting for that.
into the water, it's worth looking around to see if you will prevent others from resting.
I've seen this one before. That's quality, that. You ever seen the memes though where people have done like massive like tsunamis and stuff on that when he's gone in?
Did it come off? Look at that unusual beach for a thumbnail.
Yeah. Same girl.
Yeah. She's having a great time, isn't she? Some good ones there.
Yeah. You can always guarantee though, when you go to a theme park, there's always that one guy who don't quite know how it all works.
What? That's just miserable.
Just don't know how it all works. Gets on the wrong rides. Ends up falling off. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. The last place I went was Alton Towers, and it was like 10, 12 years ago. I've only been to little fairgrounds since. I've not been on anything big. But like the mobile phone thing, people must be getting dinked by them all the time nowadays.
Yeah.
It's madness.
And especially ones that's upside down and spinning around. So, I don't know, especially places like Alton Towers. I guess you'll see more accidents there than anywhere. Yeah, fun fairs.
Yeah,
always good fun.
I can't do spinning around anymore. Yeah. Like I said, if I spin around more than 3 times, I'm done. I need to sit down for a minute.
Yeah.
It's like being pissed.
Old age, mate.
It is.
Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget like and subscribe. Hit the bell. We'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.